Hello, guys. Thank you for joining me. This is David Onoha, too short, like people know me, and I'm here just to give you my thought about things that are going on around us and as I perceive them, like the way I see them. And now we've been with the coronavirus for a while now, and people and businesses have readjusted. Some people lost their jobs, some people have kept their jobs, but some people's hours were caught, and people are facing the reality as it is right now. Different governments are taking different approach towards, how to, get their citizens a bit comfortable in this period. People have done stimulus checks. Some people have done other things like, put palliatives in place for to deal with this crisis. However, if you look at the global economy, it's things are not looking really good. We've taken so much heat when it comes to the economy of the world. You know, um, I've been looking at all the major global players, all the different sectors of the economy, and when you see the amount of money being lost even in the stock market and all that, it gets you thinking. you know my last video I was talking about us striking a balance. We need to strike a balance between the public health issue that we're facing right now and our economy, because people are beginning to have that debate. What do we save, or what do we save? And I think markets react to a lot of us uncertainty, and the especially in the US, the way people are dealing with this, or the way the governments are dealing with this, there seem to be no end in sight, or we're getting mixed messages about no end in sight. It's like till further notice. And when you don't have an end in sight, or like a goal you're working towards, it puts uncertainty, and businesses react a bit negatively, and especially when the stock market reacts negatively to that. So the economic team just came out with the different phases and all that of what they need to see to reopen the economy. However, most people, we don't have a date in sight, like, hey, this date we coming back irrespective. So it makes me think that the time that we were um the time all this time that we've been at home while people were being quarantined or practicing the social distancing, I think as soon as you had that as an option, we should have at the same time had a plan to reopen on that same day when we put that as an option. Like, you know what, this social distancing is to do this and this, and after we do that we reopen, and let it all go. And like I said, I would have wished that it would be for ensuring a maximum amount of tests so that you can have a snap picture of who's with it and who doesn't have it, quarantine those with it, and then those that are not with it, they go their normal businesses, but still being protected. And any new case that occurs out there, you pick it up, quarantine those people and those that have been in contact with the person. Like, I thought that was what the idea was when you locked down, when some of these states were locked down, that You put all this mechanism in place, and then, you know, start reopening everywhere, and you know, that way the economy wouldn't have been hit this bad. But starting from the lack of preparedness for it, or would I put it that way? It seems like at first we were doubting what the impact of the disease would have been. Then, when we've realized what the impact will be, we now put in measures without concrete plans for reopening. Because once you lock down things, you should have exact plans for reopening, and you don't lock down for too long. We're taking 1, 2, 3 months. Somewhere like Canada, they made like a 6 months preparation for their citizens, and they put out, stimulus check accordingly, knowing that businesses will get hit and would take a while to get back up. But, you know, I think we can do better. I think we can do better. Most states right now are reopening just, against the wish of they're just reopening. They're like, we can't take it no more. And sometimes I hear people say like, why, is ignorant to do this. But sometimes you can't blame them, because the economic reality is people have lost their jobs. So before they can get another job, you know, the stimulus check is not coming as quick as it should. Other palliatives, unemployment, all that stuff, it takes a while before you get it. Like, and the bills are still coming. Not everybody, not all the um, debtors are as forgiving as some, you know. So these things are still in place. So like, I think I think we should have a more coordinated approach to what we are doing, because people are feeling it, and this will be more felt when everywhere reopens and people have to go back to work, and we see the reality that people cannot take care of stuff that they would have been able to take care of in the first place. We have a lot. I just think we need a concrete way forward, because I, you know there's still so much, even division, while handling this. We should all be like speaking, and it all boils down to who, or the people that are directing this stuff. That's our policymakers. Like, that's why at times you need all your policy makers to be on one page and come out with a concrete move. And you know, life as we know it has changed, and things are changing, and some people some people have observed it and are protesting towards that. And instead of being dismissive about what they're talking about, because these are the economic realities, we need to understand and plan accordingly to get this economy back running as soon as possible. If not, we'll have more problems on our hand than the pandemic. That's just it. But want to give a little shout out to those like in the front line, the health workers, the essential workers. I like shouting them out, because you know I'm I'm out here and I see what people are doing, just in order to keep a semblance of functionality of the community. So people are putting a lot of effort, and some of them are doing it even with pay cuts, and they're just still keeping the run, keeping things going. And it's hard, but is necessary. You know, the police officers, still out there fighting crime where there is a semblance of chaos. If high all these places, we see all the numbers of criminal activities going up, and such things are expected during crisis. So like all the first responders, police officers, all those like that are out there, uh, you know, I want to give a shout out to all of you. You're doing a great job, and to those policymakers, those in government, you need to carry everybody along, come out with a concrete plan that spans over, like, look at it like, let us stop being reactionary, like based on whatever hits us. We should have a broad picture of what we want to achieve in the next, take a long period, 6 months, and create a, a chart that shows um, various what do you call them now, uh, various timelines, what you need uh, tend to achieve at different timelines, and go with that. um, and with that kind of certainty and an end in sight, the markets will react better, and companies can plan with a proper end in sight you know so that's just what I'm thinking. So what do you all think? What do you think? Everybody around the world, let me know what's happening in your own area. Other countries, Nigeria, Europe. um, I'm speaking from someone in the United States. What's happening in your area? Let me know. And yeah, that's what I want to say. Sorry, I'm wearing this papa's cap because of the quarantine. I had to cut my own hair, and you can't line it up properly. I just shaved everything off because this was getting too much. But those are part of the adjustments we're talking about. Now, some of us have to learn how to do, cut our own hair just to create a semblance of functionality for ourselves. However, we will still make things work. We should have that positive attitude. We will make things work. And um, before I go, everybody out there, this is this period tends to be a little bit of a depressive period, but you need to do things to keep your mental health in check. Talk to people, talk to family, get on social media, and hit up some of your friends and have a conversation that will give you a semblance of being out, you know just being quarantined in your place, or staying at home, or doing the same routine every time can get to you mentally. So take care of your mental health. It's necessary, because you need to be of a sound mind to be able to be a completely healthy individual. Take care of your mental health, get away from bad energy, you know watch things that make you happy, uplifting things, and um you know just whatever you take in, ensure, or whatever you consume intellectually or from anywhere, ensure is something that will add value to you. um that's just a little bit of my 2 cents. Stay safe out there, and watch out for another episode of Two Short Thoughts. And see y'all during the next video, and I promise you another one. Take care.